Welcome back, future test takers. Are you ready to sharpen your science knowledge and crush the ASVAB day? We're diving into 100 fresh general science questions with answers that will not only boost your confidence, but also make your preparation smarter and faster. These are practice-style questions designed to test your memory, understanding, and reasoning. So grab a pen, stay focused, and let's get started. Question: what is the basic unit of life? The correct answer is the cell. Every living organism, no matter how big or small, is made up of cells. Think of a cell as a tiny factory that carries out all the processes needed to keep life going, like producing energy, removing waste, and making proteins. Cells come together to form tissues. Tissues form organs, and organs work together as systems. Without cells, life would not exist. Question: what is the main gas we breathe in to survive? The correct answer is oxygen. Oxygen fuels the process of cellular respiration, which is how our bodies release energy from the food we eat. Without oxygen, our brain and organs would stop working in just a few minutes. Breathing oxygen keeps every cell in your body alive and active. Question: which planet is known as the red planet? The correct answer is Mars. Mars gets its red color from iron oxide rust covering its surface. Scientists are fascinated with Mars because it has seasons, polar ice caps, and evidence that liquid water once flowed. They're making it a candidate for possible life in the past or even the future. Closing parenthesis. Question: what force keeps us grounded on Earth? The correct answer is gravity. Gravity is the invisible force that pulls objects toward each other. On Earth, it keeps your feet on the ground, makes apples fall from trees, and even keeps the atmosphere wrapped around our planet. Without gravity, we would all be floating like astronauts in space. Question: what is the powerhouse of the cell? Correct answer is the mitochondria. Mitochondria act like tiny batteries inside cells. They take in nutrients like glucose and oxygen and convert them into energy, ATP, that fuels every single activity your body does, from running, thinking, to even blinking your eyes. Question: what part of the plant carries out photosynthesis? The correct answer is the leaf. Leaves contain chlorophyll, the green pigment that captures sunlight. Through photosynthesis, plants convert sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into glucose, food, and release oxygen. That's why plants are called the lungs of the earth. Question: what is the chemical symbol for water? The correct answer is HO. This simple formula shows that water is made of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Even though it looks simple, water is the key to life. It regulates temperature, transports nutrients, and makes up about 70% of the human body. Question: which organ pumps blood throughout the body? The correct answer is the heart. The heart is a muscular organ that works as a pump, sending oxygen-rich blood to your entire body and bringing back carbon dioxide to the lungs. Beating about 100,000 times a day, your heart is one of the hardest working organs you have. Question: what natural satellite orbits Earth? The correct answer is the Moon. The Moon affects Earth in many ways. Controls the ocean tides, helps stabilize Earth's tilt, which makes our seasons possible, and even gives us moonlight at night. Without the Moon, Earth would be a very different place. Question: what gas do plants release during photosynthesis? Correct answer is oxygen. While plants absorb carbon dioxide to make their food, they release oxygen as a byproduct. This oxygen is what we and all animals depend on to survive. It's a perfect partnership between plants and humans. What is the powerhouse of the cell? The correct answer is the cell mitochondria. Mitochondria are often called the powerhouse of the cell because they produce energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Think of them like tiny power plants inside your cells, turning the food you eat into usable energy that fuels everything walking, thinking, and even breathing. Without mitochondria, life simply couldn't function. Question: what gas do humans exhale after respiration? The correct answer is Carbon dioxide. When we breathe in, we take oxygen into our lungs, which the body uses to produce energy. But after this process, waste gas is created, carbon dioxide CO. Our body quickly removes it through exhaling. Just imagine your body as an engine. Oxygen is the fuel, energy is the power, and carbon dioxide is the exhaust. What planet is known as the red planet? The correct answer is Mars. Mars is called the red planet because its soil and rocks contain iron oxide rust, which gives it a reddish appearance. This planet has always fascinated scientists, not only because of its color, but also because of the possibility of water and maybe even life existing there. Question: what part of the plant carries water from roots to the leaves? The correct answer is the xylem. The xylem acts like a straw inside plants, transporting water and minerals from the roots all the way to the leaves. Without this system, plants would dry out and die. This process also helps plants stay upright and nourished. What is the freezing point of water in Celsius? The correct answer is 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degrees Celsius, water turns into ice. This is one of the most basic scientific facts, but it's also one of the most useful. From weather forecasting to understanding climate and even food preservation, the freezing point of water plays a big role in our daily lives. Question: what blood cells fight infections in the human body? The correct answer is white blood cells. White blood cells, WBCs, are like the soldiers of your body. They detect and destroy bacteria, viruses, and other harmful invaders. Whenever you get a cut or catch a cold, your white blood cells rush to defend your body and keep you healthy. Question: which organ is responsible for pumping blood throughout the body? The correct answer is the heart. The heart is a strong muscular organ that never takes a break. It pumps oxygen-rich blood to every part of your body and brings back carbon dioxide-rich blood to the lungs. Think of it as the engine that keeps your body running 24/7. Question: what is the chemical symbol for gold? The correct answer is O. The symbol O comes from the Latin word aurum, meaning shining dawn. Gold has been treasured for centuries, not only for its beauty, but also for its resistance to rust and corrosion. That's why it's used in jewelry, electronics, and even medicine. Question: which part of the atom carries a negative charge? The correct answer is electrons. Electrons orbit around the nucleus of an atom and carry a negative charge. They are super tiny, yet they play a huge role in electricity, chemistry, and bonding atoms together. Without electrons, we wouldn't have electricity to power our homes and devices. Question: what gas do plants release during photosynthesis? The correct answer is oxygen. During photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and sunlight to make food, but as a bonus, they release oxygen. This oxygen is the very air we breathe. So, plants are not just food producers, they are also life givers for humans and animals. Question: what is the basic unit of heredity that passes traits from parents to offspring? The correct answer is the gene. Genes are like the instruction manual for your body. They are tiny sections of DNA that carry information for traits such as eye color, height, and even your risk for certain health conditions. Think of genes as blueprints stored in your DNA, your body's master guidebook. Every time a new cell is made, these instructions are copied and passed on, ensuring you remain you. Without genes, life as we know it wouldn't exist. Question: which gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere during photosynthesis? The correct answer is carbon dioxide. Plants are like nature's air purifiers. During photosynthesis, they absorb carbon dioxide CO from the air and, using sunlight, convert it into glucose food for the plant while releasing oxygen for us to breathe. This process is why rainforests are called the lungs of the earth. Without plants constantly taking in carbon dioxide, our planet's atmosphere would become unbalanced and life would struggle to survive. Question: what is the process by which liquid water changes into water vapor? The correct answer is evaporation. Imagine leaving a glass of water outside on a hot day. Over time, the water level drops. even if no one touches it. That's evaporation in action. Heat energy excites water molecules, allowing them to escape into the air as vapor. This is a crucial part of the water cycle, helping form clouds, rain, and weather patterns that keep Earth's climate in balance. Question: what part of the human brain controls balance and coordination? The correct answer is the cerebellum. Hidden beneath the larger part of your brain is the cerebellum, your body's natural coach. Fine-tunes your movements, keeps your posture steady, helps you balance while walking, running, or even standing still. Without your cerebellum, simple actions like riding a bike or catching a ball would feel nearly impossible. It's the silent partner, making sure your body moves smoothly. Question: what type of blood cells help fight infections in the body? The correct answer is white blood cells. White blood cells are your body's soldiers, always on guard to protect you. They patrol your bloodstream, identifying and attacking harmful bacteria, viruses, and other invaders. Some act like scouts, detecting danger, while others act like warriors, destroying the threat. Without white blood cells, even a small infection could become life-threatening. They are truly your body's frontline defense system. Which part of the atom carries a negative charge? The correct answer is the electron. Electrons are tiny subatomic particles that orbit around the nucleus of an atom. They carry a negative charge, balancing the positive charge of protons found in the nucleus. Without electrons, atoms wouldn't form bonds, meaning no molecules, no life, and no matter as we know it. Imagine electrons as the glue that allows atoms to stick together and create everything in the universe, from the air you breathe to the phone in your hand. Question: what is the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy? The correct answer is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is nature's magic trick. Plants absorb sunlight through their leaves using a green pigment called chlorophyll. With sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, they create glucose, a type of sugar, and release oxygen as a byproduct. Not only does this provide food for the plant itself, but it also supplies the oxygen that humans and animals need to survive. Every breath you take is a gift from photosynthesis. Question: what gas do humans need to survive? The correct answer is oxygen. Oxygen fuels the body's cells. When you inhale, oxygen enters your lungs, passes into the bloodstream, and gets delivered to every cell. Inside cells, oxygen helps create energy in a process called cellular respiration. Without oxygen, cells cannot produce energy, and the body begins shutting down within minutes. It's the invisible lifeline that keeps every living thing on Earth going. Question: which blood cells help fight infection in the human body? The correct answer is white blood cells. White blood cells, WBCs, are like soldiers in your body's defense army. Whenever viruses, bacteria, or other invaders enter your system, WBCs rush to attack and destroy them. Some types of white blood cells eat harmful microbes, while others create antibodies to lock onto germs and neutralize them. Without white blood cells, even a small infection could be life-threatening. Question: what is the Earth's primary source of energy? The correct answer is the sun. The sun is the powerhouse for life on Earth. It provides light, warmth, and energy. Plants capture solar energy through photosynthesis, creating food that powers the entire food chain. The sun also drives weather patterns, ocean currents, and even the water cycle. Without the sun, Earth would be a frozen, lifeless rock drifting in space. Question: why do astronauts feel weightless in space even though gravity still exists? The correct answer is the sensation of weightlessness is due to free fall. When astronauts orbit Earth, they are actually in constant free fall toward the planet. However, because they are moving forward at a very high speed, they keep missing Earth. This creates the feeling of weightlessness. Gravity still acts on them, pulling them toward Earth, but since both the astronauts and the spacecraft fall together at the same rate, they don't feel the downward pull in the usual way. This is why astronauts float freely. It's not because there is no gravity. but because they are in continuous free fall around Earth. Question: what is the main function of red blood cells in the human body? The correct answer is to transport oxygen. Red blood cells are like little oxygen delivery trucks inside your bloodstream. They contain a protein called hemoglobin that binds with oxygen in your lungs. As the blood circulates, these cells release oxygen into tissues and organs, fueling every cell in your body. At the same time, they collect carbon dioxide, a waste gas, and carry it back to the lungs to be exhaled. Without red blood cells, your muscles, brain, and organs wouldn't get the oxygen they need to survive. Question: why does metal feel colder than wood at the same room temperature? The correct answer is metal conducts heat away from your skin faster. Both metal and wood may actually be at the same temperature, but when you touch them, they feel very different. Metal is a good conductor of heat, so it quickly pulls heat from your skin, making it feel cold. Wood, on the other hand, is a poor conductor and insulator, so it doesn't draw heat away as fast, and it feels warmer. This is why a metal chair feels freezing in winter while a wooden chair feels more comfortable, if though both are the same actual temperature. Question: what is the main difference between renewable and non-renewable energy sources? The correct answer is renewable sources can be replenished naturally, while non-renewable sources are limited. Renewable energy comes from resources that naturally renew, like sunlight, wind, water, and plants. These sources don't run out and can be used again and again. Non-renewable energy, like coal, oil, and natural gas, exists in limited amounts. Once we burn them, they're gone forever, or take millions of years to reform. This difference is why renewable energy is often seen as the key to a sustainable future, while non-renewable fuels are considered temporary resources that we must use wisely. You've just taken another big step toward mastering the general science section of the ASVAB. Remember, every correct answer isn't just a fact, it's a building block toward your future success in the military. The more you practice, the sharper your mind becomes, and the easier the real test will feel. Think of it this way: every question you answer right now is like a rep at the gym. You're strengthening your brain muscle. And just like in fitness, consistency is the real key to success. So, don't stop here. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep pushing yourself to do better. You've got what it takes, and with focus and preparation, the ASVAB will be just another milestone you crush on your way to your dream career. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to ASVAB Mentor for more practice questions, detailed explanations, and smart tips that will give you the edge you need. Stay motivated, stay focused, and remember, your future starts with the choices you make today.